Hi everyone, so welcome to this Learn Altium in 5 minutes episode again. So in the previous video we talked about how we can create a net level so that we can connect two nets without physically making or designing the wires. And today we're going to talk about, alright, we have created these two components, but how we can name them. It already comes with a U question mark and U question mark. Easy way to change it is always go to double click there and change the designator, and that's also an option to probably change some of the option that you want to do. You can also like turn on and turn off the synchronization with the database stuff. We're not gonna go too crazy on that for now. And also, we can also change all the formation or whatever really makes you happy. But what if we try to find a better way, maybe like an automated way? But before we go to do that, I want to talk about these two options. If you don't really like to see the U designator all the time, make sure you can also unhide it or hide it or unhide it. But most importantly, there is one option called lock and unlock, and that comes very handy. Sometimes you have 5 different revisions of your PCBs, and you want to make sure that your revision number 5th is the same with the 4, so you want to keep your designator exactly the same. So just to make sure that you don't change those components, that you want to keep the designator same as the previous revision or the version, you want to turn it on. So you want to turn the lock on so that it's not changing this component designator at all. But whatever, let's go to the tools and let's talk about the few great stuff the Altium offers. So the first one I want to talk about is the annotate schematics quietly. So this is for the people who doesn't really care about annotating their components in a very specific manner. They just want to annotate. That's all. They just want to do the annotation. So they don't really care about any specific order or anything like that. So if I want to do that, it's going to randomly assign the designator values without my permission. And as you can see, it's not changed to U1 and U2. Pretty handy, but maybe there's a better way to do it, right? The better way is always, if you go to the annotation, there's many others to play around. We're not going to do it right now because if you understand the annotated schematics, you can definitely understand most of them. Let's click on there, let's come here, and let's first understand the order of processing. So choose it wisely based on what you need. I'm okay with across then down. You can also do up then across, but I will just go with across then down, and you can see like the flow is already shown here. And even the process locations designator is set on. That's perfectly fine. And now complete existing package for the sheet. You can also do the whole project if you have a lot of other sheets and you want to do for all of them. That's also fine. But let's just go for per sheet, or you can also do none if you're just only working with one sheet like mine. Now on the right section you can see that there is a proposed change list, but nothing is updated right now, right? And the reason is because we didn't really click on the update change list. So let's click here and you can see like 2 changes were made from the previous state, which is good. And if I do it, you can see like the U1 and U2 is there. By the way, don't just say close and I'm done, because this Altium has an engineering process, basically validating the changes, then executing the changes. So if you really want to see the impact, make sure you click on the accept changes, and now you can click on validate changes. If you do it, it'll like show you what you really have changed. Then you can do the execute the change, and now if you do it, it's gonna show up on your schematic, and as you can see already is there. So now what about you want to do more different thing, like you want to change the U to like a U101, U201 or something like that. Maybe you have a reason to do it, maybe you have a lot of sheets going on, or maybe you just you've probably found a compelling reason to do it. So let's see how we can do it. Let's go to tools again, let's go to annotation, and we're going to do annotation schematics. And also, by the way, for the annotation scope, you can define either all of them or either the one you just specifically want to do or make changes to. So for example, I want to change only this one and I don't want to change this. So I can go to the annotation, and I can go to the annotated schematics, and I can change this to only the selected person. So that means the one that I just selected will get changed, but it wouldn't affect the other components that I have. So now I want to start it with the 100. So start index is 100, and I want to give a suffix of rr, so EER or whatever for fun. And now if I do update the change, it will say like already one has changed, so that means it should work. So it should change the one that I didn't select, right? So let's see, let's go accept changes, and let's just accept the changes that we made, and let's see what we got. So it looks like it's changed the one we really did select it, and the reason is because we made this option to only change the one that we did select it. So this is pretty handy. It comes very handy way, and you can probably play around with the other ones and see what really finds pretty handy to you as well. But that's for it for today, and let's see you to the next videos.